Welcome again, learners, to the channel Econ with me. I hope you all are doing great. This video is the continuation of the first chapter, Introduction to Economics. So, if you have not seen that video, I request you to see it so that you can better understand this video. So let's see what we will learn in this video. Number 1, solution to central problems. Number 2, PPC, that is production possibility curve. Number 3, concept of opportunity cost. Let's discuss the first point, that is solution to central problems in different economies. So in the earlier video, we discussed about central problems of economy, which was problem of choice or allocation of resources, and it had three aspects: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. So now we will discuss the solution to the central problems in different economy. So let's see what are the different types of economy. Number 1, market economy, which is also known as capitalistic economy. Number 2, centrally planned economy, which is also known as command economy. And number 3, mixed economy, which is what? It is the mixture of market economy and centrally planned economy. So it is market economy plus centrally planned economy is mixed economy. It will be discussed in detail further in the video. Let's discuss it in detail. Number 1 is market economy. So market economy is also known as capitalistic economy. It is a free economy. What do you understand by a free economy? It means that producers are free to make decisions relating to what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. So, on what basis do they take these decisions? They take these decisions on the basis of supply and demand forces in the market. So, always remember, learners, that the main aim of market economy is profit maximization. So, they will solve these central problems in the similar way, keeping in mind the aim of profit maximization. So, what to produce? So, in market economy, the producers will produce only those goods which are more in demand and less in supply. Why? Because such goods will offer higher prices, high prices, and thus higher profit. Second is how to produce, which includes technique. So, in market economy, the producer will use only those inputs which will keep their cost of production as minimum as possible. Why? Because when the expense will be less, the profits will be more. Number third, for whom to produce. So in market economy, the producer will produce goods only for those people, only for those section of the society who can afford to pay higher prices. Why? Again, the same reason: profit maximization. But because of this, the poor sections of the society is often ignored, which leads to the problem of economic divide. The other type of economy is centrally planned economy or command economy. So, in centrally planned economy, as the name suggests, the central problems are addressed by some central authority of the government. Unlike the market economy, here all the decisions are taken keeping in mind the aim to maximize social welfare. So, the first aspect of economic problem was what to produce. So, in centrally planned economy, those goods and services will be produced by the government which is most useful for the society. Now we come to the how to produce. Then that technique of production will be adopted which is socially most desirable. What does it mean? It means that in a situation of mass unemployment, labor intensive technology will be preferred so that unemployment can be reduced. Number third is for whom to produce. So, in centrally planned economy, enough goods will be produced for the poor sections of the society. Even when production of such goods does not yield profit, unlike the market economy. So, in centrally planned economy, enough goods are produced for poor section of the society, even if the production is not providing any profit. And why? Because social justice is given higher priority than profit maximization. The last form of economy that we will study is mixed economy. What is mixed economy? Mixed economy shares the merit of market economies as well as centrally planned economies. So, mixed economy can be said to be equal to market economy plus centrally planned economy. It shares the merits of market economy and centrally planned economies that we studied earlier. So, under this economy, decisions regarding what, how, and for whom to produce are taken on the basis of market forces as well as on the basis of social consideration. So, do you know the example of mixed economy? It is India. India is a mixed economy. Okay, so under mixed economy, in certain areas of production, producers are free to take decisions with a view to maximize profit. However, in certain other areas, decisions are taken entirely on the basis of social consideration. For example, in India, producers are free to produce clothes or steel to maximize their profit. But railways are the monopoly of the government. What does it mean? It means that the government has a single handed control over the railway sector. Now, let's discuss production possibility curve or PPC. So, in economics, every curve, graph, diagram is meant to show something. So, in the same way, we will define PPC. So PPC shows different combination of two goods which can be produced with the given resources on the assumptions that resources are fully and efficiently utilized and technique of production remains constant. So PPC show different combination of two goods which can be produced with the given resources, and it is based on two assumptions that resources are fully and efficiently utilized and technique of production remains constant. This diagram is showing production possibility curve. In this diagram, PP is production possibility curve, and you can see that it is showing combination of two goods, that is good X and good Y. And PP curve is drawn on the assumption that the given resources are fully and efficiently utilized, technology remains constant. So now let's understand the concept of opportunity cost. So learners focus upon the term opportunity and cost. So opportunity cost is the cost of availing one opportunity in terms of the loss of other opportunity. What does it mean? For example, if you pursue higher education instead of a job, so the opportunity that you avail is higher education, and the opportunity that you lost is job. And what was the cost? What was the opportunity cost? The cost was the salary and wages that you would have earned in a job. So, because of availing the opportunity of higher education, you lost the opportunity of doing a job. So, opportunity cost is, what is the opportunity cost in this situation? In this situation, the opportunity cost is the wages and salary that you would have earned in a job. In other words, opportunity cost is the value of a factor in its next best alternative use. Moving forward, let's study marginal opportunity cost or marginal rate of transformation, MRT. What is MRT? So it is the rate at which output of good Y is to be sacrificed for every additional unit of good X. It refers to slope of PPC. So what does the slope of PPC shows? It shows marginal opportunity cost or MRT. And how is it calculated? It is calculated in terms of the loss of output Y for every additional unit of X produced when resources are shifted from Y to X. What its formula? Its formula is delta Y upon delta X. Delta Y equals to loss of output Y and delta X equals to gain of output X. We have studied that PPC shows different combination of two goods. Okay, and it is based on two assumptions. So similarly, PPC also has two basic properties or characteristics. So number one is PPC slopes downward from left to right. Why is it so? It is because in a situation of fuller and efficient utilization of the given resources, production of both goods cannot be increased. More of good X can be produced only with less of good Y. How can we understand it? We can understand it with the example that, see, you people study. So whenever you study, you gain some knowledge, but you also sacrifice time. So think of gaining knowledge as good X and good Y as your time. So more of good X, that is more of knowledge, can be achieved only when more of good Y is sacrificed. That is, more time is sacrificed. Okay. So now the second property is PPC is concave to the point of origin. Here you can see that PPC is concave to the point of origin. And why the PPC is concave? PPC is concave because, again, the same reason that for every additional unit of good X produced, more and more of good Y needs to be sacrificed. In other words, it means that the slope of PPC tends to rise. We have studied about PPC and its two properties. Now let's see what are attainable and unattainable combinations of output as how it is shown on the PPC. So attainable combinations of output. What do you understand by attainable combinations of output? These are those combinations of output which can be achieved to be produced with the given resources and techniques of production. How is it shown on the PPC? These combinations of output lie on the PPC or inside the PPC. Now let's see what are unattainable combinations of output. It is the opposite of attainable combinations of output. So these are those combinations of output which cannot be achieved to be produced with given resources and techniques of production. So how is it shown? So the point which lie outside the PPC are unattainable combinations of output. We will understand it better with the help of the diagram. So the point A, B are on the PPC and thus they are attainable combinations of output. Let's see the point C. The point C is inside the PPC. So it is also attainable combination of output. Now the point D. The point D is outside the PPC, that is BP. So it is unattainable combination of output. So point A, B and C are attainable combinations of output as they are on the PP and inside the PP. Whereas the point D is unattainable combinations of output as it is outside PPC, that is PP. After the attainable and unattainable combinations of output, now let's study about shifting and rotation of PPC. So what are the reason for the shift and rotation of PPC? So the number one reason is change in resources, and the other reason is change in technology. So learners, if you can recall, you can also remember this point from the two assumptions of PPC. So what are the two reasons for the shifting and rotation of PPC? Number one, change in resources. Number two, change in technology. So let's study about change in resources in detail. So what do you understand by change in resources? It means resources are either increased or decreased. So what happens to PPC when the resources are increased? When the resources are increased, the PPC shifts to the right. And why does it happen? It happens because when the resources are increased, it's obvious that the production capacity of good X and good Y increases. That's why the PPC shifts to the right. So you can remember this point that whenever the resources are increased, it is a right thing. So the PPC shifts to the right. As you can see in the diagram, the PPC shifts from PP to P dash P dash. Now let's see what happens when the resources are decreased or reduced. So learners, the opposite happens. The PPC shifts to the left. And why does it happen? It happens because when the resources are reduced, the production capacity of both the goods reduces. So the PPC shifts from P dash P dash to PP. Now let's see what happens to the PPC when there is change in technology. We study this with reference to three case scenarios. A. Efficient technology for the production of good X. B. Efficient technology for the production of good Y. C. Efficient technology for the production of good X and Y. Let's see what happens when efficient technology is used for the production of good X. So it is obvious when efficient technology is used for the production of good X, then the production of only good X increases. So the PPC rotates from AB to AB dash. There is no effect on good Y. Why? The reason is simple, because technology is only used for the production of good X. Now, what happens to PPC when efficient technology is used for the production of good Y? Again, the same. This time, the production of good Y will increase. Why? Because efficient technology is used for the production of only good Y. So the PPC will rotate from AB to A dash B. What will happen if the efficient technology is used for the production of both good X and good Y? So, learners, in such case scenarios, the PPC will shift to the right. And why does it happen? Because when efficient technology is used for the production of both good X and good Y, then the production of both good X and Y will increase. That means PPC will shift to the right from AB to A dash B dash. So in this video, we covered variety of topics from solution to center problems in different economies to PPC, opportunity cost, margin opportunity cost, etc. So I just hope that you understood all these concepts well. So learners, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this channel to more and more learners. Thank you so much.